Hello, my name is Laramie Bredovka. I'm 22 years old and a citizen of Canada. I currently study at Algonquin College in the Ottawa Valley, and I study outdoor adventure naturalist. So I really look forward to bringing some of my naturalist abilities and skills into the field as I work alongside you to teach English in Mexico. So a little bit to start about me. My family currently lives in Brantford, Ontario. My mom is a retired nurse and my father is a retired officer. My father is also a mechanic and my mother works as a security guard. My grandparents on my father's side moved to Canada from Slovakia in 1968 and they've lived here ever since. Really wonderful. I was fortunate enough to travel to Europe when I was 16, where I was able to visit Slovakia and see where my family grew up and learn more about my heritage. So that was a really wonderful opportunity. Other things about me, some favorite foods, I guess. I really love sushi. Sushi's a favorite. I also love Vietnamese food. A big fan of Asian cuisine. I also love spicy, so don't worry. I think I can handle some of the Mexican chiles, so hopefully that works out for me. I'm pretty adventurous in my taste. I did spend 1 year living in Europe, where I was exposed to a lot of different types of foods and cuisine, so I'm pretty adventurous when it comes to trying new things, but I really love sushi. Can't really go wrong when it comes to all-you-can-eat sushi. So currently I live just south of Ottawa, which is Canada's capital city, in a town called Pembroke. Really beautiful little town. We're situated right on the Ottawa River. It's perfect for outdoor people like myself since we have all of the space to play. I'm a huge fan of water sports, so we spend a lot of time on the river, whether it's canoeing or kayaking or rafting. You can always find us near the river. Other things that we're into in Pembroke area, we do a lot of hiking, so I'm about 30 minutes away from Algonquin Provincial Park, which is one of Canada's most well-known gems. It is our oldest provincial park and it's really sacred land. The Algonquin indigenous people once inhabited it and now it's a conservation area where tourists can come and paddle the lakes, hike the mountains and see everything. So it's really beautiful. I'm very fortunate to call it my backyard, and I hope someday you'll be able to come for a visit and see what it's all about. So a little bit about my current city where my family lives. It's about 6 hours away from where I study for school. Brantford, Ontario is another one of Canada's secret gems. It's a pretty old, nice old city situated on the Grand River. Most of Brantford's history comes from the Industrial Revolution. Brantford was really well known for producing farming equipment. You may have heard of or even seen tractors or trailers called Massey Ferguson, and that's actually a product of Brantford. If you've ever seen it, it came straight from my home city and was produced in the early 1900s, and production kind of stopped somewhere around the 30s. I would need to do a bit more research to know for sure. But yeah, Brantford's a really great place. Other than that, I guess some of my preferences, like I said, I'm a super outdoor adventure person, so I love to spend as much time as possible in nature. I like taking people on trips. I love to teach about wildlife and, the natural world, like plants and flowers, trees, rocks. Pretty much everything that we take for granted every day is what I'm fascinated by. So it's a lot of fun. I do hope that with this upcoming experience, if all works out, I can do my best to incorporate a little bit of outdoor education into the curriculum. So that would simply even be bringing some outdoors into the classroom, such as, like I said, rocks, plants, flowers, even pictures of animals. I really try my best to incorporate all aspects of learning styles when I do teach, whether it be children or adults. It's important to really encompass all of those aspects when teaching. So things like kinesthetic learners who really need hands-on, they'll have lots of opportunity to learn by doing. Visual learners will have lots of visual aids like pictures, songs, all that fun stuff. so they can really see what's going on. And finally, auditory learners will have a great opportunity because they'll get to hear me babbling. They'll have the opportunity to speak with me and with each other, as well as listening to songs, music, all of that kind of fun stuff. So fortunately, with my program, we do a lot of focus on program development and interpretation. So that includes being able to relay a message about an otherwise inanimate object in order to provoke a sense of wonder, learning, and passion from our audience. So that's a really important part of this whole experience for me, is being able to reconnect people, especially the youth, with the natural world. And I find that's a really excellent opportunity for students to learn English because, well, it's hard not to when you're fully immersed in it. So I really look forward to being able to bring a little bit of nature into the classroom, or perhaps even bringing the students outside for a little bit. Of course, that all depends on the company's regulations and all of the curriculum's requirements. So overall, I'm a pretty outgoing person. I love to spend time in nature. I have lots of experience working with youth in a variety of capacities. I've directed theater productions, I've coached gymnastics, rugby, soccer, everything in between. I've worked as a camp counselor, and this upcoming summer I will also be working as a long-term canoe tripper. So I'll be taking groups of students of youth ages 5 to 12 out on the lake for multi-day canoe trips, which will be absolutely amazing. Really looking forward to how much I'm going to learn from the kids, from the experience, and what I can take from that and bring to this new opportunity. So thank you for your time. Please let me know if you have any questions or if there's anything else I can do for you. I look forward to continuing this process and seeing where it leads. So again, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.